Okay, welcome to 9F, which is the area of a sector. Hopefully this seems simple for you guys because we just did arc length, and there's some distinct similarities between finding the arc length and finding the area of a sector. Okay, first find the diameter of a circle with an area of 48 pi square feet. Okay, so the way to do that is you need to know the area formula for a circle, which is area equals pi r squared. Okay, and the diameter, if the area is that, we're going to solve for r and then double it to find the diameter. It's really that easy. So 48 pi equals pi r squared. I can divide both sides by pi and I get r squared equals 48. If I take the square root of both sides, that's 48. That's the square root of that, so that's 6.9. So the diameter equals 13, yikes, what happened there? 13.8. Okay, simple as that, solving a simple equation. So area formula for a circle, pi r squared, we know that. We know what the diameter is, we know the radius is. If this slide is giving you any trouble, bang your head against your computer for a little while and then try looking at it again. So how can we use the area of a circle? So Pizza Hut is offering a deal involving two different pizza sizes. Deal 1 is one 12-inch pizza for $10. Deal 2 is two 8-inch pizzas for $10. Which is the better deal and why? Okay. So to figure this out, we're going to figure out how much pizza we're actually getting. So one 12-inch pizza, so deal 1, would get us 144 pi square inches of pizza. Deal 2 would get us 64, so pi r squared, it's two of these though, right? So it's going to get us 8 squared is 64, so 64 pi plus 64 pi. So deal 2 gets us 128 pi square inches of pizza. So even though this is how pizza companies get you, they offer you like two mediums for 10 or one large for 10. Turns out that there's more pizza in the large in this case. So one pizza has more pizza in it than two. So deal 1 is better. So in your face Pizza Hut. Also Domino's has stepped their game up and is, I think, better right now. Papa John's distant third place. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so let's take a look at this question for area of a circle. So three concentric circles, so that's just three circles that all have the same center. And it says that KL is congruent to LN is congruent to NO. So that is equal to that is equal to that. And KP, the whole diameter, is 42 inches. That's the diameter. So what's the area of the shaded region? So what are we going to do? Well, the easiest thing to do is, there's no formula for the area of that, whatever it is. But we could find the area of the whole circle, the area of the medium circle, the area of the small circle, divide those in half to get the areas of semicircles, and then subtract the part that we don't have. It sounds like a lot of work, but it's really not. The area of the large circle, if this is 42, then the radius is 21, okay? So the area of the large circle is pi r squared, so that's 21 squared, which is 441, right? Yeah. So 441 pi. That's the area of the big circle, but I'm going to divide that in half. So that's the area of the large half circle. Then we have, if this is 42, by the way, 42 divided by 6, each one of these is 7. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Okay? The medium circle, okay, has a radius of 14. So 14 squared is 196, and half of 196, so 196 pi over 2. So that's the large circle and the medium circle, and now we have this part right here, okay? Let's do this. The medium part is 49 pi, okay, and it's half of it, so we have that over 2. So which ones of these are we going to use? We have all this information now. Well, if you think about it, if we have the area of this whole part right here, okay, this whole thing, and we subtract the small part, this, then we have our answer. So this middle part right here, there's nothing wrong with finding information out. We ended up not needing this part here in the middle. This part right here. We don't even need that, okay? All we need is the large half circle minus the small half circle. So 441 divided by 2 minus 49 divided by 2. So when you do that, you get 441 minus 49 is 392 divided by 2. So the answer is 196 pi. Okay? Not a real complicated problem, just something we had to think about. vocab. So sectors of circles, all right? We need to understand that. So we have a sector. That's like sort of this pie, the piece of the pie part of it, okay? We have the arc, so that we've worked with arcs a lot. And then we have the angle, okay? So we have this part right here. That's not a very good color choice. We have this part right here that creates the angle, and then we have the arc, and then the sector is sort of the piece of pie. It's the section of a circle. It's part of the area of a circle. Okay. So how would you find the area of the 16-inch pizza, right? So we know that. That's pi r squared. Okay, so the area equals pi r squared. So the radius, if it's a 16-inch pizza, from here to here is 16, so this part's 8. So the area is 64 pi, right? So finding the areas of sectors, well, how would you find the area of each sector of a 16-inch pizza? Well, if we know the whole thing, this is just 1/4 of the area, right? This is just 1/2 of the area, and this is 3/4 of the area. Okay, this is back to when you were a kid. You learned beginning stuff about pieces of pies and fractions and things like that. So the formula for the area of the sector, okay, and this is some of you are formula people and some of you aren't. So I'm going to show you the formula, and then I'm going to show you another way to figure this out. So the formula ends up being the angle, okay, the area of the sector. So we're going to call that x is equal to the area of the circle times whatever the angle is, okay, so we're going to call that n for this case, the angle over 360, okay, and n is number of degrees in the angle or arc, because they're the same, because it's a central angle, all right? So finding the area of a sector. You're on a diet and you'd like to record the amount of calories you ate from this pie. The pie is 9 inches in length and the central angle is 32. Find the area of the sector of the pie that you ate. And to calculate, to track calories, we need volume, okay? So we need, this is 32, and we want the area of this right here. Now, I know I just showed you the formula, and some of you guys love formulas, and that's fine. But what we did previously for arc length works also. So what I'm going to do is that's part over whole equals part over whole. So the part of the circle we ate was 32. The whole was 360. The area of the section we ate is what we don't know, and the area of the whole thing, the pie, is 9 inches in length. Okay, the pie is 9 inches from there to there. So the radius is 4.5. So this is 4.5 squared. So 20.25 pi. Okay, I got that by pi r squared, right? Pi r squared, that's the area. So part over the whole equals part over the whole. And then I'm going to cross multiply. For the sake of simplicity for right now, I'm going to leave this in terms of pi. So I'm going to multiply 20.25 times 32 and divide it by 360. And I get 1.8 pi. So the area of the sector that I ate was 1.8 pi, the area of pi that I ate. And that's ridiculous. Pi, pi, pi. Pi day's coming. Pi day's coming. Let's take a look here. Given a simple photo of a motorcycle, the diameter of the wheel is 24 inches, so that makes the radius 12. The central angle, ABC, is 40. What's the approximate area of the sector ABC? So part over whole again. So 40 over 360 equals x, that's what we don't know, over pi r squared. That's 144 pi. All right? Let's get our calculator out. 144 times... times, please. Let's cancel all that. Oh, the phone is ringing. The phone is winging. Sorry, urgent phone call. Had to take it. All right, so back to this. We have 144 times 40 divided by 360, and I get 16 pi. And that's it, guys. X equals 16 pi. If the directions say to round to the 10th, I'm going to multiply 16 by pi, but for right now, we're just going to leave it in terms of pi, and that's the area of that sector. Let's try another one. So here we have, these, there's no pi, so we're going to have to multiply. So we have 85 over 360 equals x. That's what we don't know. And I'm sorry, let's see. Peter's landscaping, I didn't read the question. He has one last section of the garden that needs to be filled. So how many feet of stone will Peter need to fill this section? So yeah, so we got this. So these are all filled with stone. I was wondering what the pattern was. These are all stones in a garden. We got to fill this section right here. So we have 85 degrees, that's how much it is, and that's over 360. And x is what we don't know, and the area of the whole thing is 144 pi. All right, so let's do, and I'm actually going to get out my good calculator. Boom. Let's do, and I'm going to show you 144, and then pi is right here. It's shift xp. So 144 pi times 85 divided by 360. And I hit enter, and I get 106.8, blah, 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 blah. And if I look at my answers, which one of those is the closest? Now, it's not exact. They may have used a different version. They may have just used 3.14, and I used the actual pi button. So our answers don't have to be exactly the same. They're right there. All right. Let's take a look at the last question. Find the area of the sector using the given radius and the length of the arc. So this is a little bit harder. We're given the arc length. Okay. So we have, let's draw this. Let's get ourselves a circle. Okay, so here's my circle. Here's another random circle for no reason. Alright, so here's my circle. I have a radius. I have a radius of 12. And the arc length is 20. Okay, the arc length is 20. I need to know the degrees. Okay, this is 20. So I don't know the degrees in this case. I don't know the angle. I know it's angle over 360 equals, and here the arc length is 20, and the circumference, I'm going to find circumference first because I don't have enough information to find the area yet because I don't know enough. Okay, the circumference of this would be 24 pi. Okay, so I'm looking for the angle first. So the angle equals, and let's get our good calculator back out. And I'm going to do 360 times 20 divided by 24 pi. Whoa, 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 whoa. None of that happened. I'm going to do 360 times 20 divided by 24 and then shift exp. And I get 95, so the angle is about, and we're going to round here just for the sake of ease, that's 95 degrees. Now once I have the angle, now I can find the area of the sector, remembering that the area of the sector is the shaded portion. It's this piece right here. So now I have the angle. It's 95 over 360 equals the area of that sector over 144 pi. Again, on the test or quiz, you want to pay attention to rounding directions and stuff like that. But for the sake of what we're doing today, this is just fine. So 144 pi times 95 divided by 360, and the area of that sector is just about 119 centimeters squared. Alright, yikes. That's it, guys. That's it for the notes today. Make sure you get those done. Make sure you're keeping up with everything. This unit can be easy if you take advantage of it. Alright, see ya.